On a glorious journey to great academic heights, you need a university that will guarantee hopes of employment without sweltering in a pool of job hunts. I present to you Ndejje University. We are an Anglican university endowed with 3 state-of-the-art campuses in Luero Bombo, the Graduate School in Rubaga, and the Kampala campus along Balintuma Road behind Mengo Hospital. With well-coordinated learning programs ranging from day, evening, weekend, in-service and e-learning, the globally recognized university offers job market competing courses that will surely light your academic path. Our various undergraduate and graduate programs include Business Administration and Management, Engineering and Survey, Basic Sciences and Information Technology, Education, Environment and Agricultural Sciences, Arts, Health Sciences, and many more. With accreditation by the National Council of Higher Education, we now offer a diploma in clinical medicine and community health. We as well take pride in some courses sponsored by the Higher Education Students Financing Board for a loan scheme that will not get you worried of tuition as you pursue your dream. Come ready for an academic adventure on great facilities of learning. You can visit our website on www.ndejjeuniversity.ac.ug. Ndejje University, the fear of God brings knowledge and wisdom.
This week,
it's more important if we can work strategically to grow the game, which they have done well. They have worked very well with the Chinese embassy in growing the game of football. They have managed to establish a league.
We are very grateful to all the participating players, the various clubs, and all the managers who have supported the athletes.
The men's individual category was won by Thomas Keddy of Stroke Woodball Club with 97 points, while Sophie Namudu won the women's individual club with 66 points.
To win, it has been really patience. It has been God with us, and then I think it has been our persistence to do it.
Coming up, President Museveni draws new security guidelines to the nation. The Speaker's crisis emergency meeting on road safety yields results. And in sports, Africa World Cup qualifiers 2026. This and more on Live at 8. Welcome, this is Live at 8 on Ndejje University TV. My name is Grace NABUKENYA with the news in details. While addressing matters concerning peace and security, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni revealed new directives concerning threats from ADF and petty crimes that are rising in the nation. Let's have more details.
Museveni, before citing out the new executive measures to the national security and peace, began by giving a history of the instability in Uganda and how the national resistance movement turned it around in 1986, an effort that the president claims, if put forth, can curb the current insecurity situations in the country.
So, number one, don't allow ADF, don't allow COIN and those groups to capture power. Number two, don't allow them to control any territory in Uganda. Number three, stop them from interfering with human settlements in the rural areas and the economic activities of the people. In other words, enable the IDPs to go back to their homes. Because you remember at one time, they had created a situation where people couldn't stay in the villages and had to run to the IDPs. So we had now to ensure that people did not live in IDPs, they went back to their homes. So that was measure number three. And number four, stop them from committing atrocities in Uganda like the one of Nyabugando. Because when you block them on all the other ones, then because of the weakness and because of their bankruptcy, that's why they think, if we cannot attack barracks, we cannot attack soldier, police, we cannot attack, let's kill people. Unarmed people, soft targets, so that the government is blamed and we can show that the government is not protecting the people. So that is now aim number 4 of our counterinsurgency strategy.
Recalling from the recent Uganda terrorist attack, more especially by the Allied Democratic Forces, that among so many they had sins to forget are the attack of Lubiriha Secondary School in Impondwe Kasese district, where 42 students and locals were killed, the killing of 54 UPDF soldiers, the violence in NABUKENYA district as a result of LOC5 chairman by-elections, to mention but a few. President says that the following security measures should be implemented by both the military and the citizens.
Have standby group 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but in squads. One squad is on standby, the other ones rest. So, and here I'm talking about now the coordination now, how to coordinate on anti-terrorism, but also ordinary crime. When there is a threat of terrorism or even ordinary crime, all the residents in the sub-county should have a toll-free sub-county police telephone number which people under attack should ring.
On the other hand, with the fact proven from how the UPDF managed to confront the ADF in the Democratic Republic of Congo, Museveni assures Ugandans of an advancement in the military intelligence capacities of the country.
In the video, we are using thermosensors, so the image depends on the difference in temperatures. So black objects seen in that video reflect hot bodies like human beings and fire frames, while white background reflects vegetation or forest cover, which is a bit cold compared to the human beings and flames.
He also advises Ugandans that ADF not being a security threat to the government, they should focus more on involving themselves in the wealth creation through the government development programs.
All of us need to be involved in wealth creation through PDM, the Myoga, the commercialization of agriculture, and the industrialization, so that our children and grandchildren do not remain available for these manipulators to misuse by being recruited into ADF and other shallow groups. Because many of these children who join these groups, they join them partly because of misinformation, but also partly because of poverty in the homes. And that's why I want all and I'm very glad I talked to the Muslim sheikhs the other day, that all their families need to be involved in wealth creation so that they have income and the children are not desperate, staying with the uncles, staying with what. That's how they get lured away, because they have some discomforts.
It is now on the side of Ugandans to complement the duty of security organs for a successful implementation of the new executive security measures if peace be achieved at the Pearl of Africa. Henry Mugwanya, live at 8.
The Uganda Bureau of Statistics has announced the postponement of the National Population Census originally scheduled for August 24th to 25th, 2023. The new date is yet to be communicated. This follows the delay in procurements. Let's have a look.
The census instruments, namely household questionnaires, institutional questionnaire, and community questionnaire, have been developed, tested, and piloted. C. The pre-testing of census instruments mentioned has been concluded. D. The census pilot has just been conducted and the data from the exercise is being analyzed. E. Geomapping of households and enumeration area boundaries is now approximately 62% completed. F. Funds for undertaking the National Population Housing Census have been secured from the government of Uganda. G. The remaining pre-census activities are procurements, publicity, recruitment and training of census staff, and developing digital maps, and this is ongoing. The census results will provide indicators to guide planning, policy formulation, program implementation, and monitoring development progress set out in the NDP3 objectives, and also guiding the formulation of NDP4, as well as implementation of the parish development model. We are particularly grateful to the local governments at higher and lower levels throughout the country for the active participation in pre-census activities. In addition, the data generated from the census will be used to monitor international development frameworks such as the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, the African Union Agenda 2063, and the East Africa Integration Agenda. In conclusion, Uganda Bureau of Statistics will not be diverted from fulfilling her vision of becoming a world-class national statistics office as we deliver on our mandate.
The Speaker of Parliament, Anita Among, has said that the Uganda National Roads Authority offered 8 vehicles to remove cars abandoned on roadsides. This was disclosed during the plenary sitting on Thursday. Let's have a look.
On the status of road safety in Uganda.
The Speaker was chairing a plenary where the Parliament was hearing the motion of adoption of the report of the Committee on Physical Infrastructure on the status of road safety in Uganda, where she said that Uganda National Roads Authority offered 8 vehicles to tow cars abandoned along the road. She added that the report was similar to what they discussed in the meeting earlier in the morning with the Minister of Works and Transport, the Executive Director, Uganda National Roads Authority, the Government Chief Whip, the Leader of Opposition, Uganda Police Force, and the Ministry of Health about the road safety in Uganda.
It also includes those trucks that are parked for more than 30 minutes. That is as per Section 58 of the Road Act. you have vehicles that are parked on the roadside, like in Kumi, Soroti, Bukedea, Lukaya, everywhere vehicles are parked on the roadside.
Among called the Minister of Works and Transport, Francis Musa Ichweru, to read the resolutions on what they agreed about while in the meeting. Ichweru said that he will table regulations operationalizing the Transport and Road Safety Act 2029 by 13th August 2023, auctioning of abandoned cars and replacing missing road furniture such as signs.
For immediate interventions, enforcement of relevant laws and regulations. Whereas the Traffic and Road Safety Act 1998 has attendant regulations that have aided its operationalization. The Road Act 2019, which addresses various aspects of the road safety, does not have regulations. There is need for regulations to operationalize Section 57, 58, and 59 on the towing of and auctioning of abandoned or broken down automobiles on carriageways. UNRA has immediately offered at least 8 tow vehicles to tow abandoned vehicles. The Minister of Works and Transport must expedite the development of regulations to operationalize the Road Act 2019. The Minister of Works undertook to table regulations operationalizing the Road Act 2019 within 1 month, that is by 13th August 2023. Then replacing missing road furniture, such as road signs, reflectors, fences, etc. The exploring and use of appropriate alternative materials to minimize vandalism and theft.
It was agreed that mass media platforms will be used to educate and sensitize the public, and further UNRA was directed to remove roadside markets and tax parks encroached on road reserves.
Honorable Speaker, increase public education and awareness on road safety in order to shape road user behavior. There is need for consistent and consistent sensitization of the general public on road safety using all available mass media.
Will be used to educate and sensitize the public, and further UNRA was directed to remove roadside markets and tax parks encroached on road reserves. It should be remembered that during the plenary on Wednesday, the Speaker summoned the Leader of Opposition, Minister of Works and Transport, UNRA and other officials in an emergency meeting about road safety. Davis Senkindu, live at 8.
Honorable members,
the Uganda Cranes will have to revisit and conquer past battles as they aim to qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup and set to battle it out with different nations. Let's have more details.
Group A with the top seed Egypt.
The journey to the FIFA World Cup 2026 was officially mapped out on Thursday as CAF conducted the official draw of the FIFA World Cup 2026 African preliminary qualifiers in Cote d'Ivoire. The official draw came out just hours after the 45th CAF General Assembly, which was also attended by CAF President Dr. Patrice Motsepe and FIFA President Gianni Infantino in Abidjan. African football legends Emmanuel Obuwa, Asamoah Gyan, Austin Ndejje Okocha, Emmanuel Adebayo, Wal Gorman, and Alexander Song assisted in the draw. As in the previous qualifiers, the draw produced some interesting outcomes for the nations, who were split into 9 groups of the 6 as the journey to Canada, Mexico, and USA gets underway in the next few months. Winners of each group will automatically qualify for the FIFA World Cup 2026 in a total of 54 nations starting in November. The national Uganda Cranes team will be among the nations to be showcasing their skills in the qualifiers. It is of this case that Uganda finds itself in Group G with nations like Algeria, Guinea, Mozambique, Botswana, and the Horn of Africa nation Somalia. As Uganda awaits to battle with opponents, the Cranes will gain face-off with Algeria, as they already faced off during the group phase qualifiers for the 2023 African Cup of Nations, where they suffered a 2-0 defeat in both encounters. The 4 best runners up from the groups will play in CAF Playoff Tournament, and the winner of the CAF Playoff Tournament will play in the FIFA Playoff Tournament to potentially be the 10th African nation. Geoffrey Amanya, Raymond Kato, live at 8.
Thank you for watching. That has been Live at 8 with me, Grace NABUKENYA.